Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. It is summertime, and that means all my favorite fruit are in season, including peaches and nectarines. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really easy and delicious peach galette, and we're going to serve it a la mode with some vanilla bean ice cream on top. This recipe is so easy to make. It's just ridiculously easy, but it's packed with so much incredible flavor. You guys are going to be enjoying this recipe all summer long. Now I've already prepared my pie crust dough. I have a separate video recipe for that, so head on over. I'll include it down in the video description box below. You can also use store-bought pre-made pie crust for this recipe. And I like to get started with the peaches and the filling first. So I have about 8 smaller sized peaches. If you have some bigger ones, use about 5 to 6. I'm going to grab a sharp knife, split them open, and we need to thinly slice the peaches. And this recipe would work really well with nectarines, plums, pears, or even apples, so you can mix up the fruits. I also like to make this with blackberries. And I don't cut the skin off, I just keep it on there. And before I add my sugar, flour, and spices, I'm going to add the juice of half a lemon. It's going to add a little zestiness to this and keep the peaches nice and fresh tasting. Now my peaches are already pretty sweet, so I'm only going to add half a cup of sugar. If your peaches are on the less ripe side, you can add more sugar. I'm also going to add a couple tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and this is going to help keep all those peach juices together so it creates more of a jam. I'm going to grate in a little bit of fresh nutmeg. This is going to add so much incredible flavor. And then in goes half a teaspoon of ground allspice, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then I'm going to very gently toss the peaches with all the spices and the sugar and the flour until I have a nice uniform mixture and they're all well coated in that mixture. I have my peach filling all ready, and now switching gears back to my pie crust. As I mentioned in the beginning of my video, I have a separate video recipe for an all butter pie crust recipe. It's just 4 ingredients. You can literally have it ready in no time, minutes. And I have that already. I prepped it yesterday, just took it out of the fridge, let it soften just a little bit, and now I'm going to roll it out. So I'm going to flour my work surface, just slightly flour that. Flour the rolling pin, and I'm going to roll this out until it's about 13-14 inches in diameter. And what I love about making galettes is the dough doesn't have to be perfect. It's like a perfectly imperfect pie. So I'm just going to wrap the dough around my rolling pin to transfer it onto the pan. So today I'm running a little bit of an experiment with this recipe, and I'm actually going to bake the galette on a pizza pan so it has like the perforated bottom. I'm going to line it with some parchment paper. I'm going to test and see if the crust gets crispier on the underside if I'm using a pizza pan. Just going to gently unroll this dough. And now just transfer the peaches right onto the crust. And then just gently tuck the pie dough right over the peaches like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. You want it to look a little rustic. And this gorgeous peach galette is almost ready to go into the oven. The last thing I'm going to do is just brush the crust with an egg wash. So just take an egg and place it into a smaller ramekin, beat it with a fork, grab a pastry brush, and that's it. And I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to bake the galette for about 45 to 50 minutes. I want that crust to be a rich golden brown color and those peaches to be baked to perfection. And that's it, guys, for my peach galette. The aroma of this in the oven was so mouth-watering. Just nothing beats a fresh pie baking in the oven. Time to dig in and enjoy this. Now, I took this out about 45 minutes ago, and I like to enjoy it on the warmer side. So nice and warm. I added a scoop of vanilla ice cream on the side, which is a little melted by now, but time to dig in and enjoy. It looks so, so good. Wow, this peach galette is just out of this world. Definitely one of the best pies I've ever had. I love all the juiciness with the peaches and the sugar and spices, but I also really like the crust. It's so buttery and flaky, and placing it on that pizza pan really gave the bottom that crispy finish that I'm always looking for. So definitely give that a try next time you're baking a free-form pie. For the full recipe, just head on down into that video description box. I always leave a link that'll take you over to my blog where you can print it and share it with all your family and friends. Hope you guys enjoy this peach galette all summer long, because I know I will be, and I'll see you next time.